Well, hello, my friends. Happy Saturday to you if you're watching this on Saturday, or happy any day that ends with DIY if you're watching anytime. My name's Gina. If you're new here, I'm the creative here on YouTube. I'm also over on Instagram at Create and Daydream. You can find me in the Facebook Illustrated Faith Bible Journaling group. I am an admin over there, and you can also find me on the Illustrated Faith YouTube channel. Once a month I get to go over there and create a video for you all, so I will link those below. Today we are going to talk upcycling and DIYing dashboards for a Happy Planner or a disc-bound system. This is a video that I literally just filmed this morning because I was looking through my videos, and I actually have a process video of how I made one of these. So I thought I would just share my disc-bound, DIY dashboards before I share my process, so you can kind of have an idea of what they look like. I do these for scripture writing. I do these for Bible notes. I do these for knowledge notes by Kelly Bangs. And as you can see, I was like rubbing the paper. I love the Happy Planner paper, but I do not love the price of the Happy Planner. And I love this paper with the black and white stripe here on the end, and I haven't ever been able to find it anywhere else. So I'm a big fan of just making your own paper and making your own dashboards, and I'm going to share that whole process in another video. But today, let's just talk dashboards. This is for Step Right Up. This is the current devotional for Illustrated Faith. What I do is I always just start with cardstock, good old-fashioned cardstock. I buy mine at Michael's. I usually buy it 5 packs for $10 when they have that great sale, and then I will print out paper. I'll use paper that I have. So this was Kelly Bangs paper, and I'm just showing you here that a lot of times I just like to layer this. This might be the only creative thing I do for a set or a devotional. So, I kind of go in on this, and here's the back side of it. Normally don't have all my faith text cards shoved in the back of my DIY dashboards, but in this case I'm still working on this project and I wanted to have them all together. Plus I'm doing memory decks Monday, my first one on Monday, so I wanted to have those together as well. I'm just showing you here that I made a few pockets or a couple pockets for the back side of this dashboard. Beautiful thing about making your own dashboards is you can make them nice and thick and sturdy or thin, however you like them to be. So in this case, I sewed on both sides of these. So what I do is I sew, and then sometimes I will put them together. Sometimes I don't care if the sewing is showing on the back, but in this case, I just learned how to use this little starburst stitch on my sewing machine, which I don't know why I never tried it before, but it's so cute and it just went so well with the Step Right Up theme. So I might have to set aside my favorite zigzag stitch and start using the starburst stitch, so look out for that. Anyways, okay, so these can be made like so creative. They can be simple, like if you just want a simple one. Here is the dashboard that I have a process video ready for you. I will put that up. I don't know if I'm going to talk too much through that, but I just wanted to share one. I actually have an entire process video too, as how I set up my scripture pages. So that's another one you can stay tuned for. Here's one of my favorite dashboards I've made, probably because my daughter's a 3rd grade teacher and I love her so much. I really love this. So sometimes I'll take, so the last one, okay, so let's step back one. The last one, the Halloween themed one, which is actually titled Light Up the Night, and it's about the light of Jesus in dark times, etc. That was a tailor set in the digital shop. The first one was a devotional. This here is another tailor set, and this is called A Teacher Like Timothy. If you can look close, you can see that on the front. I just layered like the Bible study notes, and I put a scripture little square on there that she has, and then everything else is just layered on top of that. Here's just more of my scripture. I believe I shared this whole thing in a video. You can look for that. You can look under Brave Little Tailor. I have a lot of stuff with her, but here's another pocket. So this is a great way if you have paper, just to use up paper. You just layer it, and if you don't have a sewing machine, you can tape it down, you can washi it down, you could staple it down if you want. It's there to hold something that you want to use. For me, this had a devotional in it. I didn't want to punch holes in the devotional or add extra room on it, so it's going in there. I just realized this could have been a flip through Friday, but I did this on purpose because I am going to share the, what's it called? Light Up the Night process video, how I did that dashboard. So I wanted to share these first. Jesus Saw Her. This is one of my favorite dashboards. This again is another Brave Little Tailor digital set. Her sets are fantastic. She does a great job at making sure that you have a good study with every single set. So I do have a playlist on my channel called Scripture Writing and Studies. So Jesus Saw Her and the one that we just looked at, A Teacher Like Timothy, is in there. And you can also look for a playlist called Brave Little Tailor. I've done a lot of her stuff. So let's move on here. Okay, so we wrapped back around to that one, and then I just pulled some dashboards from my planners to show you. So I want to say this was 2021, and this was a Retro Hip Mama set. So Andrea, she goes by Dre. It was for the beginning of the year, my goals, and what I did was I just took her paper. So she literally had this nice big piece of paper that you see there. I want to say it was this size. I could have resized it, but I just took another, I think she had goals, and I cut out the ones that I wanted to use. And then the little stars on there, those are just brads. And I put a little prayer at the bottom down there, and here's the brads on the back. And here's one that I didn't cover up the back. I may, when I fill up a full, disc bound planner, depending on how I want them to, go together, I may cover up the back just to make it all nice. We'll see. Here is where you can't see January, February, and March because, it's off camera. I'm a professional. Oh, there we go. That was another Retro Hip Mama, and that was just the year. And I started the beginning of that year, where I was scripture writing with that. Here we're jumping into Kelly Bang's Knowledge Notes. Knowledge Notes are in the Illustrated Faith digital shop. She has been putting these out now, I want to say 8 or 9 months. These are fabulous, and what I'm doing is I'm setting up a dashboard for each one. These are all the ones that she's put out. That's how I organize them, and I'm going to share a video on that as well. But I'm just taking the first card. So this one is Books of the Bible. It's Knowledge Notes, and I am just taking some paper that I have, and Kelly Bang's creative. So she's an artist for Illustrated Faith, but she also has her own collections, and these were physical die cuts that she had from a collection, and I want to say it was office type. If there are any left, I will link them below. So knowing I was going to be making a lot of these dashboards, I wanted to have them somewhat similar. So they all have the title card, and then the one thing they all have in common are the florals. These were floral ephemera, again from the Kelly Bang's creative collection, and this is open-ended. So I kind of stuck with everything Kelly Bang's here when I create for her. So that's literally the main reason, is I create for her, it's her stuff. I like to kind of tie everything together. But you could literally just take that front card and put it on anything you want. If you're more simple, you could just, cut out your dashboard on black cardstock and just put the card down there. Or she adds a little tag for each one. You can just put a tag on the side of it. So, these are open-ended with creativity, whether you want to do super simple or you want to get extravagant. This for me is, I don't know what this is considered. This is how I like to create. So, as you can see, I stitched on all of them. That will be another commonality with all of them. I like to stitch, and here's the last one I did. I believe I'm behind on 2 because that happens. And then here is Truth Camp. If you were doing Truth Camp with Illustrated Faith this summer, we did 2 months of studying Truth Camp with Brave Little Tailor. And what I'm showing you here is the piece in the middle. I made this to go on a journal book, a little, I want to say it's 5x7, maybe, yeah, probably 5x7. And I was wrapping the jute at the bottom around the whole book, and my book just got massive. So I decided, you know what? Let's do the devotional, the study portion in the Discbound planner, and we'll put that as a cover, and I think it's so cute. So this is a little bit different where I added the beads. This was going to be on my actual cover, and I just left it in there. So it's really darling, kind of hanging out of your planner. And then, here's an actual Happy Planner cover. Save those. If you decide to do your own, save these, because I use them to put behind my Bible journaling page to give me sturdiness. I use them when I'm painting. They are fantastic. So I have quite a few of them, because at one point, I was super big into the Happy Planner, and I was doing lots of Happy Planner spreads. And if you're still here, I have an Instagram page that is at Creating Daydream Plans. You can see all my spreads. And then, I found the love of Bible journaling, and my heart was more for Bible journaling than it was for planning things that I didn't have the plan. So I am definitely very honest. So, there's your honest little tidbit for this video. Next up is my Light Up the Night dashboard covered process video, and I will see you soon. God bless each and every single one of you. Love you.